education, we are going to think of a brighter future. So let me say no to push. Let me say no to.
Sierra Leone, push. You might kill all this is for them. Hope for you, say.
This ain't not a kush. No, not a kush. No, not a kush. Oh yeah, me I can feel them. What are they on me eye? We are they see me sister them. They die in the street. Oh, me I can feel them. When they see me brother them in the streets. Yeah, some they link they not. Some lay down a guts at the sleep. Oh. So when I ask, they tell me say na kush. Nike pull roll and son of them food. They prefer for left the house, they gonna get so all day they kush. Oh yeah, say not a kush. Me brother don't want before in time. Say not a kush. So we they use the knowledge my youngest. Say not a kush. Youths them just they die. Say not a kush. Sorry we say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die, push for die. We say that's a cushion. Papa government help we are. Say that's a cushion. Hey, push for die, push for die. Say that's a cushion. Pop for you to say, is it all?
Me fumble them. Una do. Una couche. Una cabo. I hope say una they do well. Listen, I hope the week has been good to you guys. I hope the week has been gracious to you guys. For me, it's been overwhelmingly hectic. Oh, overwhelmingly hectic. But I am alive. I can breathe. And so, just for that alone, I tell Papa God thank you. So I'll say any self on a friend on a self na this dunya. Una all join and una tell Papa God thank you. So first off today, I will touch on different things then, and excuse me, the show no go last an entire 2 hours or even extend beyond because I get other commitments for take care of this evening. Somebody called me and say, Matilda, I know say you say sorry last week and I know say you been tired, but do you know you on that kind of way you on so last week? I bust laugh. I'm like, if you only knew what I gave up to sit in that chair, you would understand that yawn. But yeah, somebody made a comment on me yawn. So to that person, I hear what you say, but hey, I'm only human. I'm only but an Homo sapien trying to do what I can. All right. I want to take a few minutes to make a talk about, a scholarship scheme, a scholarship program for the disadvantaged, the unfortunate way we get boku na we society. I mean, we get them boku te left. As a matter of fact, we don't even know size until they say for begin. But when I remember a few weeks ago, I showed us some video clip and some interview about the boy picking where, CAM Force, I believe na the Beke 2024 Beke exam. Say na 2 people in CAM Force na the country. One na girl picking, and then the other one na boy picking. But since you know for say all we and not to the same. The girl picking, fortunately, which I'm very happy for, she's in capable hands. Everything is well. The boy picking, however, he I not go say it didn't unfortunate and no. Na just situation, na just circumstance. Im young papa can't afford for push am from outside don reach so now for care and go outside in need for go. Cause the papa, like I say, like I tell una the last time, na an attire, na attire na they sell. Another attire then I don't sell. You don't tete with that attire they say. You don't able push him boy pikin go side there. Obviously with great help from the school, the teachers, and everything. And I see the interview from some of in teachers them, past and present. And then self we then see how brilliant the bobo, we then see how the bobo they applying self, then self he give them the motivation for really help the bobo as much as they can in their own little ways. But here we are right now, this bobo for continuing education and money not for be the reason we making up for go able continuing education. I know say when we talk this, a lot of people then go on come say, but we have free education in Sierra Leone, and the level where this bobo are so currently they fall directly under the quadrant of the free education. Well, I think by now, if we want to be honest to ourselves, we should have made our own assessment of the free education and what it truly means in terms of its applications. And so therefore, we they appeal to all we viewers and listeners, then make them join we Iban inside this Kotokuya. So obviously John Cedar is going to be like our pilot, right? In everything you get for triumph force. And when you triumph, now that end you they able dust the cobweb them, if there are any cobweb. Now that time they able adjust your steering, adjust your seat belt, and adjust your driver seat, not so. So John Cedar is going to be that person with whom we're going to do all of those adjustments. That way, moving forward, if this not something way obviously we want for do long term, we go do them in such a way that no stone is left unturned. The way where the structure set up right now, we don't set them up in such a way that no stone is left unturned. But however, no matter the best systems then where you put in place, there are always risks, right? You can put mitigating risk assessment in place. You can put, things them for make sure say, these risks are mitigated as much as possible, but you never can tell. And so we can only do our best, right? So right now, for all the calculation and so far, we are looking at an annual support of, I think, $5,000. Is it $5,000? It could be less depending on, we can reassess. Right now, this is the objective, this is the goal. But we can and that is based on the current economic climate of the country. Remember, you get to do things then based on current situation, and also projecting, foresee maybe if it is so today, waiting it will look like tomorrow, right? And I know for say the salon, the currency, the I would say the worth of the currency every morning it shake. As a matter of fact, if not every morning, if you not take them, the they shake 2-3 times for day. So taking all that into consideration, do ya at the big family them, me mama, brother, sister, auntie them, we get the upper. If not $10, $10, $5, $20. No amount is too little. No amount is too little for give an helping hand for make we achieve this goal here. So we don't set. You can scan the barcode where they show on the screen right now. This barcode here, so they take on directly to an application wherein if you want for donate, all thing dede, all thing open, all thing credible, you can do that. Thursday, when the scheme was launched on Thursday, by the Thursday show, the politics and economic show, we managed for raise about, I believe, a little over $300 or about $300, which is a start. It is a start, right? Life na small, right? We go tete, small, till we each side we need for reach, not so? So with that in mind, do ya, as we dey go on and they talk today, the QR code, we go dey play am, we go dey put am, so anytime una see that QR code dey, una know wetin dey happen, say sometime una miss am before or something switch while I dey talk, we go dey bring am up, Dear my family, make we not tire, we have to help each other. We can't just sit back and say, I know so una get to your personal responsibilities, them family commitments, all of that, friends, all of that for help, but we cannot just sit back, full foot and not do nothing. And we can't allow, I think the most important thing for me here, besides just the sheer need of wanting to help, I think collectively we cannot allow this young man to fail. We cannot be passerby, we cannot be bystanders. Bystander in this this particular situation here, so, and allow this young man for fail. No, impossible. We cannot do it. We have to help him succeed. We have to help him succeed. We have to help him succeed. We have no option. No option. No option whatsoever. No option whatsoever but to ensure that he succeeds. Okay? Brilliant mind, obviously. Take first now the whole country. That counts for something, and we must acknowledge that. And the way we acknowledge that, especially knowing his economic background, we need for coming for help. So I want to tell una thank you in advance. Una way don't give, una way they plan for give. I want to tell una boku thank you, right? Because I know that at the end of the day, we will all smile, we will all be proud of this boy, we will all know that we were but a grain of sand, right? We were but a grain of sand in his development, in his flourishing. Excuse me. So, a very cold nayaso, do ya, one they say, I they make like say, mina soak puss right now. It is very, very cold, yeah? Now, -12 now they deal with right now. So, una excuse me. Whether the inside also or not the inside also. The O2 the wire. Sober one. But let us move on to some things that we wanna, something that we I feel say we need for talk about today. we na thing them where they affect we now we community, now we society, now we country. I been for really like for play the interview of the ambassador of Guinea to Sierra Leone, because there was like a press conference, right? Usai, the Minister of Communication, Sef Bindede, and then the ambassador Mindede. For yeri waiting the ambassador Sef bin get for say, right, about some of the reason why make then take the decision where then take. Una remember last week, I believe was it, I tell una for say, I not believe waiting in the common inside the Salone Embassy in Guinea. I not believe waiting the common at the mouth. I think they tried to cover something up, but it was too late, because how me go they see video and they don't bundle people and loaded them at work, then you tell me it never happened. It did not happen. How? That the video is a misunderstanding, that they would not get the full picture. Ebo, how many people and the people and self were affected? They don't come, they don't talk. And then una one try for digidaga the issue. So obviously in that press conference, the Minister of Foreign Affairs as well, Bindede, Timothy Kaba, Sef Bindede. It's just rather unfortunate that we system right now not they allow we for access that video there. And then the problem. The system not they allow we, so I can't play the video today for me kuna understand. But from this thing so we happen or where they happen at Guinea, we now don't get a situation wherein hey Papa God, you know funny, I am are they dilly dally like what I can say dilly dally, are they dilly dally for say waiting I want for say, because for me, you know funny, anytime way we Sierra Leoneans them, we will don't go through war, we will other people then don't take na in country, then don't shoot rawi. We will know for say Sierra Leone, the ethno-linguistic formation of Sierra Leone is so complex that you cannot claim Sierra Leone to a single ethnicity or ethnic group or linguistic group. You cannot. It's impossible. So for people then now, for begin they turn and they treat the fuller tribes or people that way them passive, because it's not strictly passive, because they are not even sure. Passive say they are fuller. Or just because of the simple fact say unu second in command na the country is of that ethnicity or that linguistic group, so therefore when something happen now, instead of make una drink cold water and find a reasonable solution to the thing, una dey point finger to the point where una wan begin that thing where then they call na South Africa xenophobia. Fulamane we born inside the country. Where I sure say if you go Kabbalah, I get boku fula padi them when boku of them are Kabbalah they come off for some reason or the strange reason or the other. Even the current chief right now, current and past chief of Kabbalah, in picking them as sabi them, and I mean padi them. Nobody no go tell me say not to inside salon them born. Nobody no go tell me say that padi not to inside salon he born. Then when I don't begin to make like tumbu quick one. What is wrong with us Sierra Leoneans? Why make we not go learn from we mistake them? Why is it that every little thing we for escalate them? Some of we people and they sell drugs, some of we people and untouched push go inside people country. And the same thing is also happening in the Gambia. Let me tell you this. We people no get limit. Now so as you don't, I get with Dr. Kago, we talk about push, we talk about this, we talk about that, and you get for come again. Hopefully in the new years we go inside Tinde some more. Now, I'm not saying there might not be drug lords in Guinea. That's not what I'm saying. But if you go to people country, you say you come up better another day, you go to people country. Why you not go put your hand tight and go look for something better for do? Why you go involve yourself in drug? Why you go involve yourself in criminality? Obviously, all of the people that were arrested and deported or, bundled back, obviously not for they all. But I don't think say Mamadi Doumbouya and people increase for just bundle no more torture. Some people say it had to do with the coming election. No, I don't think so. It doesn't have anything to do with the coming election. Because at the end of the day, like I say, where they live in the country, especially in the francophone hubs, now let's say passe you get. You know they go vote with let's say passe, forget it. It ain't happening. So make we forget that side there. The side where we really need for concentrate is why if when I say I dey to me, it means say I dey read me notes. Yeah, indeed. I know they can answer without notes because make I know Asabuna make una no can take templates me for. So I therefore come with notes. It is important. So now make I continue for the watch me notes. Why I wish, like I said, I wish I had that video because that video would have summarized waiting Salone they say versus waiting Guinea they say, and then no self go understand. But like I said, from this issue has emerged something where we for be very careful of as we Sierra Leoneans them. Very careful of her. Ethnic cleansing is the worst form of civil strife. Ethnic cleansing is the worst form of war that can ever exist. Make I tell you now. So this thing when I begin the waiting and calls, do ya. The one that we put on head there. Do ya tell and say no smoke kush reach that side it and no smoke jamba reach that side it. At the beguna. Do ya? We no want to read any such thing. So I want to read the press release. from the government of Sierra Leone. I want to read the press release. So if you can widen this for me, that will be just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so this press release comes December 17, 2024, and as you can see, now the government of Sierra Leone Ministry of Information and Civic Education, that's what the press release say. It says government of Sierra Leone condemns alleged targeted actions against the Fula community. So because them pull with people and bundle with people and from Guinea put them na poda olori, patch them na border. Now, some of we people we get small water na them brain, and don't begin they run, they go target, then full assistant brother them. For teen way they are not the inside, teen way they don't know. Make we continue for reading the press release. The government of Sierra Leone strongly condemned the reported act of intimidation, unwarranted arrest, and harassment against members of the Fula community by certain elements within the security forces over the past 48 hours. So here you say, the Inspector General of Police, he gets in yes na the ground. The person wey responsible, the legal department na the police. The PR public relations person na the police. Are they doing their job? The media person, are they doing their job? Because if they are doing their job, this is something they should have caught wind of even before somebody like the Ministry of Communication, not forget to say Siba na half men they are fuller. Before you say, but so now they do me brother and sister there. And I mean, this does not come by the individual, because by principle is there to serve the state, regardless of in tribal affiliation or lineage or whatever. When you're a civil servant, you remove all of that. You are stripped. I mean, a salon, it no matter. But me, Usaimi there, Usaimi the work, you strip yourself of all of that. You are at the service of the people, period. But for the sake of the Sierra Leonean context, make we put on so. It says the government of Sierra Leone remains steadfast in its commitment to upholding the principle of tolerance and inclusion and respect the rights of all citizens. I sincerely hope that is the case. And because I don't want to open the Pandora's box, I will not go down the line. My brain is trying to twist my mind to go somewhere, and I'm not going to allow it. So make we continue. This is Christmas season. I supposed to be jolly. Another one. The Fula people are valued and integral members of the Sierra Leonean community, and their contributions to the nation's progress are invaluable. The government of Sierra Leone, therefore, is solidly committed to supporting their rights as bona fide citizens of this country. A thorough and impartial investigation has been launched to uncover the facts surrounding these incidents. Any individual found responsible for these unjust and illegal action will be held fully accountable in accordance with the law. The government of Sierra Leone assures all citizens that it is dedicated to fostering unity and safeguarding the integrity and security of every individual, regardless of ethnicity or background. For further enquiries, please contact the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Now, let me tell you, because there are some high-ranking members within this current government where if they're not a 100% full safe, some of them are 100 bona fide fuller or half or quarter, they are not going to sit back to have their people intimidated, their people wrongly accused. Somebody is going to have to answer a call. We too quick for do revenge in that country. They paparakatata. We know they even wait. Quick. One. We blood them too warm. How about we take it a notch down? Take it a notch down. Take it a notch down. Yeah? Make we go dear, small. You know, ask that if they can say you can't talk fetch, you know, even ask what happen. This is exactly what they go on right now. Them barrackes, they don't know what happen. And if you even look at these, because it was very specific, they say now law enforcement people and then they commit this as act. Law enforcement people, women for say people that wear uniform, now then they do this thing also. So it means people that ought to know better. Because if you wear uniform, you don't go through training. You don't go through a certain thought process. They don't teach you how for the rule, the law, how to respect the rule of law. They don't teach you waiting at the operational principles them or operational policies them of the police. They don't teach you now the SOP of the police. They don't teach you now the different acts them. They don't teach you now the intersections between, the police, law enforcement, the judiciary, and the constitution. You know, not go just join police to wear uniform, they will not sabi nothing. They have to have taught you in police school. Or is it that Salone get police academy? If you not get police academy, there let somebody say it now so that I can hold my peace and I can redirect this entire business to another business. Right? I can redirect this entire business to another business. But for the mere fact that, excuse me, for the mere fact that I know for say when you go training school, then teach you 2-3 things. Why are you being, hey God, why make you not respect to no uniform? Because by not respecting uno uniform, it shows say uno not respect the constitution of Salone. It shows say uno not respect the flag of Sierra Leone. It shows say uno not respect the coat of arms of Sierra Leone. Because on each and every one of uno uniform, them uno get the coat of arms of Sierra Leone. We say unity, what in justice, I think peace and freedom, or unity, justice, freedom and peace, or something like that. We will not respect within that coat of arms they say. We will not respect within the police training school, the laws and principles where they guide you, we're supposed to guide you the law and the police training school. We will not respect them. We will not respect the constitution of Sierra Leone. We will not respect the flag. That's basically what you people have done. And so therefore, in light of this, one of my friends, wrote something very brilliant where he shared na in Facebook. And when I read it, and this me padi what they talk about so. And I remember I say I get beaucoup full man padi then. This me padi what they talk about so. As a matter of fact, na a fuller by tribe. Now a fuller by tribe. And so this me padi write something to the effect of waiting they go on the direct targets direct target of we fuller communities them. And I just want to read what he say. And inside this list here, so the notion that the government has been taken over or invaded by foolers, or the top or second tier of government has been taken over by or invaded by foolers, because from some investigations the way we don't dey find out say dan day na in some people they all at say Fulama they one can take salon, Fulama they don't take with businesses then, they don't take with host there now na the country now na they one for can rule. And if that so ever happened to be the case, are these people also not Sierra Leoneans? I'm not saying Fula we come out Guinea camel when I inside Guinea he born. I dey say Fula when I inside Salone he born by Salone Fula lineage, Madinga or whatever Fula lineage. Not even Madingo, because Madingo not a Fula. Make we call a spade, right? They are Madingo na Madingo, Fula na Fula. They might have interactions between them, but that don't mean for say are the same person. And so this be Fula Padilla so write an open message to the president. And with his permission, I'm going to read what he say. So this me Fula Padilla so say, dear Mr. President, I hope this note finds you well. I am reaching out to advise on our ongoing retaliation or on your ongoing retaliation and tit for tat exercise. I want to take this from the top again, because waiting this me Padilla so right, I find them say a very brilliant waiting is say, and he summarized the whole thing where they go on for me very well. That's how I feel. Okay, so can we take a commercial break? Something is going on with my device, and if I not adjust and right this very moment, waiting here for happen is that when I go just see I go off here completely. So let's take a quick break, please.
His Excellency the President, he asked all man in this country for help and for fight corruption. You know, say don't cancel we self in the parliament. He asked we for help and for fight corruption. And we in the parliament will get important role in that fight today, but people don't hear you can talk about that. In that statement where I released today, I try for ask His Excellency the President, we na father of the nation, for say this fight we want let we join and for fight corruption. He also get for tell a young workman and say let them come up behind the audit service and come up behind the Auditor-General. Because waiting on the happy and we all on the watch this now for about 3-4 months, will not say nothing. Meaning waiting from where this last two reports the non-come 2018 audit, 2019 audit. Some of we understand administration and politics and public policy. We just see continuously different operators there, now different departments, and now they don't recruit media people. They attack the audit service, and I just remind His Excellency, say, do ya? When me and Ina be opposition leader, yeah, around this country for 4 years, now they report then they will be in the take. We they talk to the former president and young government for say, hey, we don't see them here. And I do references to His Excellency in your speech then, where they praise the audit service. So first of all, now this release word, I say, do you, Mr. President? Something you're not aware, but you get some operator them, where now they attack the audit service, it tell like say they want force this woman for let resign. And we know say if he resign, a government sympathizer then they put there. Certain institution and they will know for mess with. This now one of them. And also, President promised we say now in manifesto, say if they can make sure say they implement Auditor-General in recommendations. We need to see evidence of that now.
So you talk about how Parliament important in this role where you do so now.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, people. So we are back. And so yes, so this video yeah they see, or actually this clip that they see, now clip where we go continue for sure. Because I may not agree with the man he moves, you know. Like right now they call her the Canadian Jag missing. We get one party where they call the what? Anyways, make I left Canadian politics. And there's a reason why. I will tell you people why I stopped myself immediately. At some other point, not today. But yeah, the NDP party, but it's okay. I call him the Canadian Jagmin Singh. But what even they talk? Now this interview is as real today as any other day. As a matter of fact, the importance of it has been made, like the justification of waiting he say has been made even much more important as we sit on so they talk than any other time in the history of Sierra Leone. Trust me, people. But anyways, make ano drain una and confuse una. Let me keep my trend of thoughts, because I had this trend of thoughts, and make ano drain una. Make I read what me padi been saying. So now this me padi is right. And remember I say this me padi so na fuller 100%. Mama fuller, papa fuller. Not change, no left. He said, dear President Bio, I hope this note finds you well. I am reaching out to advise on your ongoing retaliation and tit-for-tat exercise your government has embarked on. If your government is truly serious about deporting foreigners out of Sierra Leone to neighboring Guinea, kindly instruct your police to stop harassing innocent and poor citizens and start apprehending the actual foreigners as follows. What he talk deep when the name the way listed deep. He say Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallo, Vice President. He say Madam Fatima, because remember them people there, so when you sit down well, you trace them proper. Then land in a salon or then Sierra Leoneanness, it's very questionable. Some of una been get that book by Dr. Biba, not so. So. He said, Mr. Mohammed Tim Kaba, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Madingo. He said, Madam Fatima Jabibio, First Lady, Madingo. He said, Mr. Sheku Ahmed Fatamadi Kamara, Minister of Finance, Madingo. Now, why they talk about this me full apadi, why they talk about so? This me full apadi that somebody will sabi the salon politics, like how you they take water drink and so is sabi the salon politics, the salon political landscape. And for some of una we go on maybe mistake for make una head shake small and crack small and say something nah. Mr. Jamboria they refer to because you know they na so. Let me X that out of your craniums immediately. This is not even Mr. Boye Jallo Jamboria that I'm speaking of. In handwriting, not even they close to. If some of una are familiar with social media and people that will really sabi the political landscape na salon, then we go know who do write this because he make them public, hide them. He say he gone for say Mr. Jaloba, Minister of Information and Communication, Fuller. I not been talking I so just now. Mr. Alpha Khan, presidential spokesman, Miss Salima Monomaba, Minister of Communication and Technology, Fuller, Madam Musa Yero Barry, Director of Aviation, Fuller, Mr. Fande Toure, Minister of Transportation and Aviation, Madingo, Mr. Cabinet Kalon, NRA Board Chairman, Madingo, Mr. Amara Kalon, Minister of Political Affairs, Madingo, Mr. Ibrahim Jallo, Resident Minister North, Fuller, Miss Dr. Kande Kole Yunkela, Cabinet Member on Energy, Soso, Mr. Francis Ben Kelfala, Anti-Corruption Commissioner, Kisi, Mr. Fire Selu, Inspector General of Police, Kisi, Dr. Ali Kaba, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Madingo, Alhaji Fode Yunkela, former Minister of Political Affairs, Soso, Alhaji Ibrahim Kanja Sise, former Minister of Energy, Madingo, Dr. Mohamed Kanja Sise, Ambassador to France, Madingo, Madam Fatmata Sawane, Deputy Ambassador to Guinea, Fuller/Madingo, Mr. Umaru Fofana, former/President, Madingo, Mr. Sori Fofana, former Chairman, Salcab, Madingo. Mr. President, I hope to update the list shortly. Yours truly, Juma Mubarak, a proud Sierra Leonean Fuller. So, if I no need for dissect wetin Juma dey try for do yaso, I no need for dissect am at all. But if you no understand wetin dey try for say, and if you now all don dey follow the political climate in that Sierra Leone, that republic, then you clearly know the path Juma is taking, what he's pointing out, what he is showing. For say, this thing go choke no, if na so no one begin. So for me, for this particular topic, I feel say me don't talk waiting me get what talk done, and say that fall we no one hear she, he go hear tone. Okay. Now before I go to the final topic, I want for just splash this wire so quick. How about one splash this wire so quick, because sometimes before you talk about something, and the reason why it makes sense, I don't go waste me time for talk about this. I don't talk about these things. I don't talk about them for years, and years. And every year, we see the evidence of the president in mistake for remove the Auditor-General. Somebody that is astute, somebody that is super qualified, somebody that is respected for what she brings to the table. Somebody where people and they call on the expertise. We get our inside, we know value, because we always want to get our way, because we always want to be boys, because we always want to be boys that always want to be on top. So for you, una where they complain right now about the wage bill, about the debt, about the release, the 2023, right? The 2023 audit report, where not even touch certain places them. or even touch certain places where it wasn't a thorough combing of situations of the situation. For where they complain about the corruption and mismanagement of public funds. Now, na the same people them. Now, na the same hypocrite dirty shimi them. Where sit down, they say it has pleased the president is right in wanting to remove Lara Taylor Pierce from her job. Now, na the same dirty shimi them. Now, the same dirty shimi them we don't understand the implication of removing Lara Taylor Pierce and her deputy from their respective position. Full of hypocrite Mabella. The smell when they come inside Mabella, it is much more aromatic. Yes, the smell when they come out inside Mabella is much more tolerable than Yes, a much more palpable, a much more acceptable than Because same one way sit on the tweet, same one way sit on the Allah, same one way they sit on they say Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Same one way they eat gari and pamine, same one way sometimes the gari and pamine, not able to see and say for it na water, they drink na the same one. We go beat Gumbe up IMAT and say Madabio. Madabio, 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 hey, Koto. Not also I can call on herself na both school. Koto. He is my Koto. I'm not the same one. So therefore, you all are just getting what you ask for. Why complain? Why complain? The 2023 audit report, where I say it not touch certain place system. Oh, now kektemu, I look at kektemu, You not look at Mondo, now kektemu, you look at over 233 billion leons. Over 233 billion leons missing. Nobody can't account for them. $10 million. This is an American dollar. $10 million American dollar. 11,000 euro. 28,000 pounds. Then they are them British money. And then when they ask me, say, hey, so bilos. So get 5 mansion. So get 15 motor car. So don't bilos for in wife, in mama, in wife, in big sister, in wife, in brother, in your mama, in big brother, in small brother, and in self now a businessman. If elect self government torpedo today, take that on set. I was having a conversation with one of the boys. And when I say one of the boys, I know for say me, that's why they call them. When I say he is high up there in this whole thing, He's so high up that I cannot even say his name. But I was having a conversation with one of the boys. And so one of the boys was narrating to me the wealth we don't amass. And you know what he end with? Say Tilda. He said Tilda. Say bo Alexef pump lock power for the next 50 years. Or till I die, me I don't set for life. He say na. He say make I not lie give you Tilda. If I tell una wetin this person mean they do na England before he can salon during this regime, if I tell una wetin been they do, I will give you a clue, and I don't want to do that. But just imagine the kind thing where they go on. Say Tilda na you can see that they blast for you. Say they talk no more. You say if you say that, I know so na go feel to say na joker they make, but I am being serious here. Say if you to say that Canada money where they make na money. Say but then they na chicken change bo. Kame kana yaso. Say na yaso money dey. Money no dey na that you pum we country you say do. So now why we use the word pum we una for no for say na mende man na talk to. He say boy you dey waste you tembo Matilda. Say Tilda. Say money no dey outside you don go. You dey work 8 hours a day. Say yes, I know for say you dey make good money oh. And I know for saying a very, very smart lady, very intelligent lady. Say but say the waste you time. Say can I also make money? And the ever so diplomatic Matilda that I can be sometimes. I scoffed, I hummed. I'm like, well, there is a God. And I left it at that. There is a God. And I left it at that. And so therefore, in all of this, we go see now how we young president go na Gambia or Gambia we na oba we yesterday. Gambia we na oba we yesterday, we see almost money we cut up, spend. I go make the technical team pull that image there. And then when you see that image, when you see the money then, take a minute and ask yourself, are you surprised that in this small surface scratching, they cannot account for this? If them do the entire Mondona, waiting on feel say na the actual damage. Honestly and seriously. Waiting on feel. I just wait for the technical to make it pull that image there of the bill of Wikoto, Gambia. Recently, Wikoto in bill at the Gambia recently. At the Ocean Bay Hotel and Resort. Ocean Bay Hotel and Resort in the Gambia. They arrived there on the 12th. Then left on the 18th. So I want to make this money also be projected, so we go see. So basically, this una don dey go hotel o, not also una know wetin hotel receipts dem look like. I'm not outing anybody here. Una know wetin hotel receipt, authentic hotel receipts dem, una know wetin dem look like, una know the way dem can write am, dem give una. If at least una don sleep na hotel 1 or 2 times, una don go na hotel of repute. Even if not a hotel of big class, even a 4-star. Dem say for dem 6-day trip na Gambia, dem say dem spend $20,000. 6 days trip in Gambia wey dey bien Minoso. So you want to ask yourself, say, if a trip to the Gambia wey dey bien with us, they cost $20,000. Imagine a trip to the US, a trip to Europe, a trip to all them far country them where them don't they go. Imagine almost them don't overbloat the delegation them. Una wey the question Lara Telopias for coming and finding this is her job. Is this an authentic hotel receipt to Una? If we go right now, we go na Oceans Bay Hotel and Resort na the Gambia. We say Unu we the way Unu dey. Let's just go there for one night and let them give us a bill. Will this be what will come out as an authentic official receipt of the institution? Would this be what would ask yourself? So una waiting map on top Lara in aid, sit down on top in neck. Now waiting una map on top in aid and sit down on top in neck for. And that make us say, even my Bella smell safe, a refreshing person. Yes. Even my Bella smell, a refreshing person. So what are we saying here? What are we criticizing? When we sit down with the sit then kind of a thing, then so broad one front, we face them kogo jing. Incapable of seeing truth and calling truth. But the one way go school, take an oath, because they can work there, they do them without, swear an oath. And then we be regulated, because then they check on in work, how work is being audited. If it not go according to the principle of in work, it get into trouble for simply doing her job. You castigate her. You condemn her. Why? Why? And so today when the, or this week was it, when the auditor or audit report come on a do, una alawayo. Which one are they alawayo for? You people co-signed to this rubbish to happen. You co-sign to it, you allow it, you tolerate it, you vuvuzela it. You said, koto, madabio, madabio, eh. For those of you who will be like, koto, I salute you. And there are some who will be like, nyongo, bravo. So what are you saying? Because at the end of the day, una member say, the box stops with you. No matter whether you minister then, no matter whether you head of agencies then, or departments then, you are the president and you are fiscally irresponsible. But again, I not blame you. I not blame you because when you make one, you make two. World Bank or IMF, we can put for on a small change. Because they don't want to make una wala turn to an international crisis. Whereby now they go get for can look for, then go get for can call a pool basket. If you don't know waiting at a pool basket, and that one way then they do global appeal. We then go get for call a special UN session and say this country is in crisis, we need to bail them out. So short of avoiding that, then they cook sooner with small change. So because then they cook sooner with small change, you guys feel like you are doing exceptionally well. Feel like you are doing a thorough, great job. And it is on this note that I will take a pause and play Dr. IC Prince Bull a message where he puts a door. I say thank you to Lara.
The removal of Lara Taylor Pierce by a vote of 2/3 of Parliament on December 28, 2024 becomes a landmark event at the annals of history of Sierra Leone. This vote is significant in many ways, but I think, in earnest, we should all thank Lara Taylor Pierce for standing strong to make sure this removal goes through the constitutional process. And so for that, she gets credit because she even gets an option to resign. But when you have the integrity and the morale and decency that you've done no wrong, it makes no reason for you to succumb by resigning. So let's look at this from a lesson for us all to understand. The first of it is the constitutional analysis that we should look at. This vote today really tells us that as fragile as our republic is and as corrupt as our system is, the Constitution still gets a backbone because it shows who has the power to do what. And the Constitution of Sierra Leone gets power over both Parliament and the presidency. The Constitution gives the power to Parliament to make this decision. And so the first thing we would say is that this vote today, regardless of the outcome, it validates the separation of powers under the Salone Constitution, which is really, really good. And also, the vote was done in public, regardless of the political affiliation. It required the two-thirds majority, and it was not done in the dark of night, which tells us also there is hope. There is hope. And that the parliament, they don't know this, but they have a lot of powers over the presidency. And on a day like today, parliament could have said, no, we are not going to let it happen. We're going to vote against it, so Lara Telapia stays in. But it's a sympathy vote to appease the executive branch of government and President Boye. So we will talk about that later. But, if you all could remember from the biblical side, this is like Pontius Pilate, who's saying, hey, it's not my job to execute or fire Lara Telapia. It's Parliament's job. And there was the tribunal, and President Boye, like Pontius Pilate, to wipe his hands and say, hey, let Parliament do the job. And we see how the politicians in Parliament voted to remove Lara Telapia. So thank you, Lara, for making sure that our constitution works, because you could have just resigned and we would not have this constitutional test. The other piece we have to look at is the political implications of this. So we continue to see politically how skewed our politicians are, that, they see someone who is executing their duties, but for political appeasement, they go ahead and vote to remove. But if you look at the vote itself, it's a win for Lara Telapia. This vote is a win for Lara Telapia in many ways. So there are only two outcomes to this vote, because it forced Lara Telapia, forced the executive branch and Parliament to convene on her behalf, which is just the power of the citizens. So constitutionally, you could say how powerful a citizen is. She was not forced to resign, because had she resigned, there would have been no parliamentary vote on this landmark event. So the Constitution also shows the power of the average citizen. And Lara Telapia also comes strong as a citizen to say, I'm going to force Parliament to have a special sitting on me on December 2024. That is power in itself. There are two outcomes that could come out. We know that. One is a no to remove, and the other is a yes to remove. So let's look at the no to remove, what that would have done for the presidency. One, it would have been an embarrassment to President Boye, and also a slap on the face of the tribunal, and a total disgrace, because then that would have meant Lara go gets a job, and that would embolden her to even scrutinize a very corrupt system. And so Parliament did a favor. It's more like a sympathy vote to make sure that there is no embarrassment to the Republic. And so that was what Lara was doing, to make sure.
Okay. So here, waiting I go promissioner. The promissioner say Dr. Bull self get for Kaya so, and we get for come Bade. I see and hear what he's saying, that this was a sympathy vote to appease and not for embarrass the president. But with everything that the parliament should stand for, this is like, quote unquote, the bacon of the country. Is this one thing you should bring sympathy into? Is this something sympathy should be brought into, or the sovereignty? So I would really be interested in finding out how he goes about, clarifying this question. The opposition in parliament wrote an open letter as to why the removal of Lara was unconstitutional. I think it is essential, important for us to go back to the very ethos of why was Lara questioned in the first place. Let's go back to the Constitution. What is Lara's role and responsibility according to the Constitution? Did she execute the roles and responsibility according to the Constitution? Did she abridge any of the principles set out for her according to the Constitution? And as well, the principle that guides auditors. And so therefore, for me, I say to Parliament, if this is a matter of make we please, make we appease, make it not look bad. Well, the truth is, una all the inside ACUs. No, make I not say una all. That would be a fallacy. That would be a fallacy. Depending on who side you dey, and depending on who side you earn all. So man, I one bedroom you dey. Some man light safe, get. Some man na manage, they manage. But beside that, you chose to come into policy. You chose to be a policy maker. The people voted for you, trusting you to be a policy maker. For me, I will say the Constitution. Yes, the Constitution was tested. Good job, Lara, for testing the veracity of the Constitution. But as always, that veracity did it lead to the outcome that if we go strictly by the Constitution and the rules, it lead to the outcomes that where we actually supposed to get? The answer is no. So at this junction, one may want to take a pause and even say, why even recognize the existence of a constitution? Why even validate the existence of the Constitution? If at the end of the day, all man get for do what he feel for do, all man get for do because, they don't want to rock the boats, the status quo must be maintained. Why not just have an autocracy and call it a day? Why waste people's time? Because it's not a pure waste of time. Why waste people's time? I make I've been telling her, say, the Lara thing in not done it too. And even with this vote, he not done it. Because some man get for bet the hand, they not see blood come out. And then get for Allah, why you if I be no. The time will come. The time get for can we some man get for bet the hand, they not see blood, and then get for Allah, why you if I be no. You see soak lepet, you call am push. You honestly see soak lepet, you call am push. The day wey you get for realizing a soak lepet you see, you mistake am for push. You go don late. Me family them, and that's why they left for today.
So we say make we drive Kushna Salone, but we life them.
That is so right, yeah now. What's if they do? What we bother them, they die. Push on the head, now them body just they dry. So foot at them body, they and now they just they cry. Now we bother them foot so they swell, now why? I don't know if now the chemical or what's in them they put. Best time for avoid them, nothing but the suit. Other food and they for it, come up billion kush. We say bring this message so you do work for you. On the me,
every day we dey lost it, man, their life because of push, yeah. Papa God